And welcome back to goldstocktrades.com. Today we have a very special guest with us, Jay Shimalauskas. Jay is the CEO of Camino Corp, which could be traded as COR on the TSX Venture. It also could be traded as CAMZF on the US OTC. Thanks, Jay, for being here with us today and for joining us from Lima, Peru.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Jeb. You can see it's the middle of winter here. So I've got my scarf and my warm jacket on.
Well, it's an exciting time for Camino. You're starting drilling for copper. Before we get into the Camino story, Jay, I've been following your career for over a decade now, and you have an impeccable track record of choosing the right commodity at the right time, and also going into sometimes jurisdictions that are out of favor and picking up great opportunities for shareholders. I remember when it was Western Lithium that became Lithium Americas, and with your experience at China Gold, if you could give us a brief introduction and remind people about your background and what you bring to the Camino story.
Well, thanks a lot for that introduction, Jeb. As you know, you also need a little bit of luck along the way and good shareholders. And if I go back to even before, when you met me, it was China Gold International, Jinshan Gold Mines in China. We had a very good shareholder back then. It was Robert Friedland of Ivanhoe Mines. We went into China in 2003 and left China in 2008. Having built the second largest gold mine in Inner Mongolia, China. And that worked out for us. It was a good time to invest in China through the whole commodity cycle. And we created over, today that company's well over $1 billion in value. And then when I met you, Jeb, we were getting into the lithium space in 2008, 2009, just after gold. And that's where we met with Western Lithium.
Yes, and you were able to, at that time, and later on, you were able to pick up the Lithium Americas asset in Argentina when Argentina was going through some difficulties. Could you remind investors about that acquisition?
Yeah, so that was in 2015, and Argentina was just about to go into a new election. And we saw Lithium Americas, the Cachari deposit, as being one of the largest, it's the third largest lithium deposit in South America, most advanced in terms of development. So we acquired that asset. I think the timing was good. And today, that company, there's over $1 billion in value now created in that company. So let's fast forward to copper. We're ahead of what we believe is now the electrification cycle. Copper is the enabling metal for everything electric, whether you're generating power from solar or wind, distributing that power into the grid, or more importantly, into batteries. Lithium batteries have as much copper as lithium. So we're positioning the company with a series of assets. You can see the first asset was the company, Camino. I got involved and made my investment at the beginning of 2020 on the back of the Los Chapito asset, which you've been following the discoveries there over the last 5 years. We brought Plata Dorada to the market last fall, which is very high grade silver and copper. And then lastly, in the last month, we closed on our acquisition of Denham Capital's Maria Cecilia Porphyry District in Peru.
So you have 3 top-tier copper projects in Peru. What can you tell investors about the current situation in Peru with the recent election, and why that might be an opportunity for Camino shareholders, as you do have a track record of going into jurisdictions during these times and picking up some great assets and taking them forward?
Well, that's a great question. I'm in Lima, as I said. It's the day before Independence Day, so there's going to be a big party here tonight, and then the government changes over tomorrow, and what we're seeing here is a new administration that does have a focus on social programs. our track record in the mining industry and our actions speak for themselves. The mining industry is very involved with social programs and getting stakeholder approval, an operating license, a social license to operate in the country, the jurisdiction, the community, that you happen to be in. So, anytime there's uncertainty, and we're seeing this now in Peru, it can also create opportunities. So we've been here getting our feet on the ground, getting a flavor of what's to come. We're going to see what kind of statements we see over the next 100 days with the new administration. But we think that Peru has been an excellent jurisdiction to invest in copper and commodities the last 30 years, and we expect the next 30 years to be the same.
Jay, as we conclude, what should investors be looking forward to in the next couple of months for Camino?
We've been acquiring copper assets, and now we're ready to drill. We'll start drilling the beginning or the middle of August, and we're very selective how we're drilling. We want to drill for discoveries. We saw in 2017, the company made a discovery at Los Chapitos. Our first drill program will be 4 kilometers north of where that discovery is, in a place called Lithium, which has high-grade copper and gold. We're quite excited about being able to open up a new area within Los Chapitos, and then we'll follow the drilling at Los Chapitos. We'll move to Maria Cecilia, which is our copper porphyry district in the fall, and so we've been acquiring, and now we're ready to drill. And if you understand the exploration cycle, this is where the most exciting time is for investment, is when you're in front of a big market, the big copper market, and you've got new exploration assets on big geological systems.
Well, it's great to see, Jay, people coming together with top-tier projects, especially in a commodity cycle like we're seeing with copper just breaking out now. Real supply concern issues. Camino has some of the top management, top projects, and in the top jurisdiction for copper. So thanks for being here with us today. Jay Shimalauskas is the CEO of Camino Corp, which can be traded as COR on the TSX Venture. It also can be traded as CAMZF on the US OTC. And we hope to hear from you again soon with coming news and developments with Camino in 2021.
Absolutely, Jeb. Pleasure to be here.